Okay, let's talk about Shrek. Shrek is a phenomenal franchise. I believe the first movie came out in the early 2000s, and it was a pop culture phenomenon, ripping from just the regular sources of meme culture at the moment, from Shrek 2 and Shrek 3 onward. It was just an amazing series. It became very popular because of a lot of SFM content creators making a bunch of crazy cursed Shrek memes. And it became, I'm going to take over your ogre swamp. I'm going to take over your swamp. I'm going to do this thing, dinky, all these other aspects, even to the point where they had Shrek raves. I went to many Shrek raves when I was younger. It was super fun. I enjoyed it. They're usually throughout the entirety of Detroit. Sometimes they're in Pennsylvania. Very fun time at the Shrek raves. It became this big cultural phenomenon even to this day, despite the fact of Shrek Forever After not being a fantastic movie and Shrek 3 not being... Shrek 3 is the worst in the entire franchise. Forever After might be significantly better than that. And there were other aspects such as the Shrek little short stories they were doing, but this series has lived in the minds of pop culture for quite some time, and we've been waiting for a new Shrek the entire way through. And what we got was a Shrek redesign, and people are violently upset by the new animation direction, how it looks from the older Shrek. They're saying, well, he's gotten older, he looks different. Yeah, but a lot of people are angry by virtue of the animation. They say, oh, this doesn't look like my Shrek, this isn't good. And I understand that, but with new franchises, they gotta do these new animation techniques. It got Pixarified, it got Minionified. People were complaining about a lot of things. Another thing people were complaining about was the aspect of just the facial structure. They said you can do the new animation, but please just bring back the old Shrek facial structure. People have compared how the older Shrek, which is on the left, had further spaced out eyes. His eyebrows were a bit different. They did so many editings and reworks on how to make this character look better. And to the extent I do agree at the beginning, but I think I'm the only person that might be a contrarian to this entire standpoint, and I don't like being a contrarian because I genuinely understand why people are upset with this. Same way with the Sonic thing, but the Sonic thing was a gross redesign. It looked disgusting and ugly. This is genuinely a few facial tweaks. Is to have him be more expressive, to have his face be more shown in this aspect. That's all it is. It's just showing and being more expressive. That's it. It's not as if they're destroying the entire Shrek character. I hope they're not. But that's been come up in contingency as well, because people are saying this character has come up in insane contingency. And also, let's just move myself for a little bit here and put myself right over Shrek, because we talked about Shrek before. People are complaining about how Donkey looks. I want to point this right now. Everybody in this frame, you can see, has so many expressions on their face. Everybody has so many expressions. Everybody is so expressive. You can see the expressions garnered throughout the entirety of it. You can see how horrified Donkey looks. He looks kind of washed out and old. I guess that's fair because he's getting old. He's an older donkey. He's obviously going to age. Fiona looks pretty good. Nobody's complaining about Fiona, it seems. People are more so focused on Shrek. Now, here goes the biggest point of contingency. This her right there. This character right here. People, this is insane, are saying that she is a woke character. They see the nose ring, they see his voice by Zendaya, they see the hair, and then they're saying, and this is the important part, do you remember the eye colors of Shrek's babies? I don't know if you remember the eye colors of Shrek. It's been quite some time. You probably don't remember the eye colors of Shrek's babies. Most people don't, but a lot of people do. So if we go to the eye colors of Shrek's babies, we see that these two are boys. Right, we can tell by the clothes. The two on the right are boys. Middle one on the right is boys. The left one is a girl with blue eyes. So there's 3 children. You would assume 3 children, right? Now, people are saying, well, this one has... Hold up a second. It seems as though those are brown eyes. Now, the key-eye fan would say to themselves, oh, hold up a second. Okay, I think that this may be one of the two on the right or left, or right in the middle, right? So this child right here has to be one of these two. Can't be the one on the left. Oh my goodness, they're putting wokeness into my Shrek. This is ridiculous. Now this is very important, right? Does it change the narrative if that happens? I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think it changed the narrative. I also don't think they're going that direction. But if they do, okay. Why are you bringing trans people on my fantasy world? I'm gonna be real with you. Didn't you tell me that being trans and being non-binary so wasn't that fantasy? Wouldn't it be real to bring that into the fantasy world? Isn't that true? Isn't that your statement? But it's Shrek. It's supposed to be edgy and funny and raunchy. Oh, word. Everything adapts with the times. Even this animation. The animation adapts with the times. Everything changes. That's the reality of it. You can see it in Shrek's face. He's getting older. Mike Myers is getting older. These characters, all of them are getting older. You can see it throughout the variety of how it's operating. I understand the outrage, though. Shrek's coming back. They want it to be perfect. Maybe we can bully them like we did Sonic, and we can get the good animation back in the old forefront. We can do this, guys. Everybody, come collective. Hoorah! I want to say this from the bottom of my chest. I have no issues with the new Shrek animation. I have no issues with the designs. I don't care if Zendaya is Shrek's daughter. I'm so confused why everybody's upset and concerned by that. Because it's a world of magic. I'm pretty sure gender reassignment surgery is as easy as drinking a potion in this universe. It'd be child's play. Who cares? Shrek turned into a human. Everybody is getting... It's so much worthless arguments going on. The ogres are black. Oh, this is a black family. This is 100% a black family. This is the whole thing. And then they're saying, oh, so black people are ogres? They want to be called... It's so much... All it is just arguments. Everybody's so debate brain. I'm so angry that everybody's complaining about this. But the most thing I'm angry about is people complaining that the Shrek movie brought in the Shrek memes. Why wouldn't it do that? I want to see Ellis pop up from Left 4 Dead 2. I want to see Ellis pop up. I want to see him saying, I'm going to claim your swamp. I want him to say Dinky. I want him to pop in with the Shrek memes. That's what I want. Shrek has always been this, though. I don't know if you remember. Shrek has always been this. It's been a subversive world. It's been this whole minutia. It's been this playground of fairy tales. That's all what it's always been. It's been outstanding the entire way through. And I have been happy with Shrek in its totality. I've wanted Shrek for a while. And I was happy just accepting Shrek 1 and 2 and Forever After sometimes to just be the movies that I enjoyed. I was more than welcome and more than happy to accept the reality for what it was. However, I have to accept that things change. I have to accept that things are new. I have to accept the reality of what Shrek is. Shrek is different now. Shrek is changing. Shrek is Pixar-ified. The animations are more expressive. The movements are more flashy. But I want to say something very important. When they did Puss in Boots, and I first saw the animation for Puss in Boots, the sequel, the one that's really amazing, I was so angry with it. I said, oh, this sucks. This is going to be garbage. I hate this. And I watched the movie. And I kid you not, that movie made me cry. I shed real tears. It was one of the greatest, most amazing, subversive pieces of entertainment that I have ever enjoyed in all of my days. I was super excited about the entirety of the movie. I loved it. Puss in Boots is hands down one of the greatest movies of all time. And I have no doubt in my mind that the same studio, same company that owns the rights to Puss in Boots and the Shrek would ever ruin it. And think about this for a second. Puss in Boots is such a good movie outside of being connected to Shrek. Puss in Boots is from the Shrek franchise. And Puss in Boots has such a good spin-off movie that I didn't even suspect it. I didn't think it was ever going to be that good. And people complain about the new animation. They're complaining about all this jazz. However, that new animation, I'm pretty sure is the same animation they're using for this movie. I'm over the moon. Did you think they were going to bring back the old animation for the Shrek movie? Is that what you thought? Is that your thought process? You assumed that was going to happen? That's psychotic. I wanted to talk about the new Shrek because everybody's complaining about it. It seems to be a strange point of contingency to bring it up over and over again. They're complaining about they want the old design when the new design looks horrible. But I'll tell you this much. I enjoy Shrek. I love everything about Shrek. I'm happy to see whatever new direction they take him in. I'm optimistic and hopeful. I'm not a grifter. I'm not going to complain about this. There's bigger things to complain about in this lifetime. So, yeah.